Tigers Stadium in its 90th year now. And at quarterback, Anthony Jennings.
We visited with him yesterday. He's much calmer. I think the benching helped him. I think it blew all the air out of the problems of the backup and whether they needed to change. And I think he's a new man. Now, he's not going to be asked to carry the football team with his arm, but I doubt if LSU will be able to beat Alabama if he's not a significant factor in the game.
He had a horrible outing against New Mexico State, did Jennings, and he was benched for the freshman Brandon Harris in the Auburn game. But Harris had an equally horrible outing, 3 of 14 like. And so Jennings is back in the starting role and has been there ever since. And this is Kenny Hilliard, number 27, one of the seniors honored tonight on senior night in Baton Rouge.
Well, this is the way the last game ended. Remember, 12 straight runs and then a 2-yard pass.
Now, Leonard Fournette is the starting running back.
He did not practice Thursday, but we were assured, I don't know if I believe it, but we were assured that he's fine. We'll see.
Yep. Hilliard is still the running back. That's Connor Neighbors, number 43. One of the seniors as well. And this could be something as simple as honoring the seniors. Ashawn Robinson makes the tackle for Alabama. You never want to interrupt the Cows' burp. Chick-fil-A starting lineups. Lyle Collins, Vidal Alexander, Dylan Gordon. This is what Gary was referencing when he said old-fashioned football. You got a tight end, you got a fullback.
Yeah, I think watching practice that LSU might have as many fullbacks and tight ends as the rest of the SEC. I mean, they got them all over the place.
Kenny Hilliard remains at the tailback spot. Here's the option play. Jennings bumped as he lets it go. And Hilliard breaks a tackle and picks up a first down.
I'll tell you, Alabama defensed this play well, but misjudged the speed of Hilliard. He got outside and outran the Alabama defense and gets the first down.
And on cue, Leonard Fournette, the outstanding freshman running back, is on the field, number 7. Desperately recruited by both these schools, and it broke a bit of streak of a success that Alabama had recruiting the best players at their positions out of the state of Louisiana. Fournette, first carry, not much. He's particularly come on late, Gary.
Well, you know, he's so gifted. I mean, he's, you know, like Todd Gurley gifted. That type of a football player is a huge man. He's great to be around. You watch him out at practice. He was standing around Thursday a lot, but just seemed to be mentally into the practice. And that's why Les said he'll be fine.
Out of the New Orleans area. 2nd down 10. Play action. Jennings throws it high, incomplete. Xavier Dixon has supplying the pressure.
You think these players don't get the rules after a while? Xavier Dixon wanted to just lay one on Jennings and then stuck his hands up in the air like, oops, I don't want to get called here early in the game.
3rd down 10. 3 wides to the right side. Jennings at 6'2", 218 from Marietta, Georgia, suburb of Atlanta. And told us yesterday he was not recruited by the Bulldogs. 3rd and 10. Pressure got him. Jonathan Allen, that's his 3rd and a half sack of the season. It'll be 4th down.
They tried to run a pick on Geno Smith, and he got through. They were running the guy over the middle. That's where Jennings wanted to go through the ball. But inside, just one delay, and all of a sudden you're going down.
Jamie Keene will be on to punt. 45-yard average. Christian Jones is deep to return it for the Crimson Tide.
Down at the 25-yard line. First down.
49-yard punt, nothing on the return. After the Jonathan Allen sack, Anthony Jennings limping as he went off the field. What's at stake? Leadership in the SEC West.
It seems like there's more at stake than that if you're left field, doesn't it? It seems like the ability to live a nice life.
Got Wilson, he fumbled the ball. LSU has got it at the 3-yard line.
Nick Saban is back as the coach of a dreaded rival. Wilson, quarterback sneak, touchdown. Alabama still #1. So many games with so many memories for fans of both of these schools. Let's quickly go down to Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Vern. Just a quick update on Anthony Jennings. He ran over to the sideline, put his headset on, then he was quickly called upon by Coach Les Miles. He ran over to him on the sideline. They exchanged words. Coach patted him on the back, and he's back on the headset, so he's not receiving any medical attention. He seems to be good to go.
All right, Allie, thank you. In the meantime, Alabama has it for the second time. Derrick Henry is the running back on this series. Number 27. They lost Kenyon Drake about a month ago, the speedster in the backfield. Oh, dangerous. Jamari Rasco appeared to know exactly what was about to unroll.
Well, he's so quick. But Vern, talking about the brain trust in this game. Lane Kiffin is all over that sideline. He's on the field. The LSU coordinators are up in the box, matched up against one of the old-timers, John Chavis. He's seen it all. A great matchup tonight of coordinators. Lane against Chavis, Cam Cameron against Kirby Smart.
2nd and 10. 4 on the play clock. Cooper back off the line, sidearmed and almost intercepted by Daniil Hunter. Let's go back to the studio for a Ford update. Here's Adam Zucker.
Hey, Vern, to the crucial showdown in the Big 12 tonight. Moments after number 6 TCU took a 14-0 lead. Jake Waters to Tyler Lockett. 70 yards go by. At number 7, Kansas State cuts the lead in half. 14-7 second quarter. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Adam. 3rd and 10.
Remember they went to O.J. Howard last time. When are they going to go to Amari Cooper?
Not this time. That's Christian Jones out of the slot.
Yeah, but LSU will give him that one.
You bet.
That's good defense.
3 and out. Forced by the LSU defense. There's Beckwith, middle linebacker, and that brings on J.K. Scott.
That really is the matchup. The passing game of Alabama rated so highly against the pass defense against LSU.
That one hops out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Bad punt with a very good roll that time.
42 yards. By the time it was all over, Cooper rides the bike. And let's introduce you to the Alabama defense. Allen Robinson-Reed. Reggie Ragland replaced C.J. Mosley, Gary, this year, and he's had a very, very good season.
And this is the type of game he really loves. He's a downhill linebacker. He likes to take on the tailbacks and fullbacks, and he'll have plenty of opportunity.
Terrence McGee, the 3rd running back, number 18, is on the field now for the Tigers. Run blitz. They hit McGee. That was Ragland, number 19, first one there.
Yeah. Also, Dylan Lee, number 25, is also in the game. He's another one of those run linebackers. You can see the constant substitutions that Alabama plays tendencies. Cam Cameron, offensive coordinator at LSU, said, we know we have significant tendencies. We're going to try to take advantage of them. That means that play action pass.
Second down, 9. What'd you say? Screen pass. McGee. Rumbles out across the 45-yard line. Landon Collins with the tackle.
Very well baited. You don't figure LSU throwing a lot of screen passes because they don't throw a lot of drop back passes.
And that was a gain of 17 at a first down 10. Almost midway through quarter number 1. McGee again. Ragland for a second time in this series. Up high to make the stop. Jonathan Allen and Jaron Reed, number 90, were there to help.
You talk about the fullback lead. This stadium is what, for 90 years old?
Yes.
They've been doing that here for 90 years.
Second down and 4. Connor Neighbors is the fullback. A lot of time for Jennings deep.
It's well defended that time by Alabama.
Landon Collins was closer than the intended receiver, Traven Durrell.
They're trying to run across and a post behind it, and defended very well by Landon Collins. He doesn't bait on the first one. He takes the second one. Beautiful job by a safety.
And it's 3rd and 4. Exactly 7 to go, opening quarter.
Well, this could be a problem for Alabama. They better take a timeout.
5 seconds. Incomplete.
Boy, that was a late substitution, and they're very fortunate was Alabama. Had LSU quick snapped that just a little bit, it would have been an automatic first down. Look at all this. There's got to be 12, 13 players on the field. LSU doesn't quick snap it, and Alabama gets away with it.
Kirby Smart, defensive coordinator. Longtime defensive coordinator.
Yeah, one-time thing about special teams in this game, don't go get a sandwich. So a lot of things happen with this in special teams.
Fair catch called. Christian Jones takes it just outside the 10. 41-yard punt. Nothing on the return. This is Landon Collins with a pure tackle on Terrence McGee. Stadium, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, scoreless thus far. Now it's time to take a look at our Home Depot tools for success. Garrett?
Well, we talked about Lane Kiffin and his impact he has during the game. Watch him. There's Blake Sims looking over. Now watch Lane Kiffin. He's going to call the play. And he says, you know what? One-on-one on Mr. Cooper. Why don't we do it? And they do it pretty nicely. You got to use all you can use. And Lane talked to us that he had much more difficulty helping Blake on the road than he did at home. So we'll keep an eye on it.
That was against A&M a few weeks back. Out to the left side, they swing it to Darius Stewart, number 13. Now let's go back once again to New York. Here's Adam Zucker.
All right, Vern, LSU's seen plenty of November night games, but this is the first one ever in East Lansing. The Spartans and Buckeyes are tied up at 7 right now, an exchange of touchdowns on each other's opening drives. JT Barrett going in for the Buckeyes, and we'll send it back to you.
All right, Adam, thank you. Second down 8 here. Up and over and incomplete. Good coverage. Tre'Darius White covering on this one. And by the way, just maybe a half an hour before kickoff, cornerback Rashard Robinson was suspended indefinitely by Les Miles. We got word, the LSU quarterback, we got word late just after the game had started. So Collins will get a lot of playing time tonight. Jalen Collins. Amari Cooper, bottom of the screen. Collins backs off. Sims, deep right. He's got Christian Jones, and he overthrew him.
Yes, he did. That could have been a touchdown. Jamal Adams, the true freshman safety, never got over there in time. And he had him. They come down here, fake the screen to the outside, and the safety never gets there quick enough. It's a touchdown throw and barely overthrown. Very well designed.
Yes.
Beautiful play.
Well, that'll bring up J.K. Scott. Tre'Davious White, number 16, waits for it.
Very low. Returnable.
Again, yes.
Returnable.
At the 41, White looks for blocking help. Shakes that tackle. But a great counter punch for the Tigers. They're down near the 40-yard line.
J.K. Scott usually puts those balls way up. Not much of a chance to do it. But on this one missed tackle by Ragland and a big, almost 2 first down return. It was significantly low punt.
Oops. Look what I found. Well, he did contain it. And Cole Mazza, the long snapper, is the guy who made the tackle. Here's LSU. That's Leonard Fournette. Trey DePriest with the tackle. And a gain of 6, second down and 4.
It's like feeling each other out here,
Yeah,
don't you think?
Yep.
Remember last year, LSU had a couple early turnovers in the football game. One where Zach Mettenberger signals a touchdown, and then a bad snap actually gave them 10 points early, did they, Alabama? Here, very, very competent start by both teams.
Fournette comes left. Well, Gary referenced this, but on the first possession last year's matchup, watch this. J.C. Copeland, number 44, stripped to the ball. Tanae Patrick, and the fumble recovered by Landon Collins. Of course, it was tied 17-17 late in that game, and then the Crimson Tide scored 3 unanswered touchdowns.
Just wonder if Les has instructed his offensive staff that should it be close, we might be in 4-down territory right here. That's a pretty significantly long. It's that gray area on the field.
Backs in the eye again. Neighbors will. Oh, he did. Connor Neighbors did a nice job.
Yes, he did.
Leading the way for a first down. Fournette.
Both Neighbors and that offensive line, they love to run to the left. Behind Vidal Alexander, Lyle Collins, and Elliott Porter. That's the area they like and trust that they can make yards.
Well, a very special night for Connor Neighbors. He's from Huntsville, Alabama.
Nobody's covering this guy.
Oh, my gosh. Look at Landon Collins. They finally called time.
It's the second time Alabama has had a misfire in substitutions. Not a fancy formation. 2 tight ends and a wide receiver.
Trayvon Durrell was all by him. Oh, look at this.
Nobody. You got to. Kirby Smart says, we got to take a timeout.
That was Jarek Williams who hustled off. That was the ultimate. Whoops. Scoreless still. Scores. Download it today and be the first to get updates and scores for Alabama, LSU, or your team right on your phone.
I was talking to Vern during the break, and I said, Trayvon Durrell goes back to the coach and said, I know we run a lot, but they got to cover me, don't they?
Well, Jarek Williams ran off the field.
Yeah.
Kirby Smart said, get back out there.
I know, but he's not a corner, so he's saying that's not my guy.
Ain't my fault. Melvin Jones is now the fullback. Leonard Fournette.
Yeah, big man, Melvin Jones is.
Here's Fournette. Down at the 10 by Landon Collins and Nick Perry.
You know, the early success of LSU running the football here, I think just means we're going to see more and more and more of it.
Well, you saw it. There's Nick Perry with the tackle, and then Collins came to help make the tackle.
The other significant fact about last year is, remember, Alabama ran it right down LSU's throat in the second half.
First down 10. Well, the 16. Oh, busted play. Jennings, and then Reggie Ragland meets him up high.
I think Anthony Jennings was wrong on this one. Everybody else was running to the right. Jennings wanted to pitch it to the left. The only people that might see one worse than that today were Auburn fans, the way they finished that football game.
Fumble near the goal line. Denied them an opportunity to go in front. We're talking about Auburn.
And
then they held.
Snap.
Yeah. Oh, dear. Verizon Red Zone stats. 23 touchdowns in 34 trips. Ragland already has 6 tackles in the first quarter.
You better have 15 at least.
Fournette. Deshaun Robinson, trade to Priest. Tackle on that one. Third and 8.
LSU's receivers are very skilled but very young.
Yeah, no Odell Beckham.
Right, Jarvis Landry.
Jarvis
There's
Landry.
just a rollover. James Wright also
that's
drafted.
Right. On third down. Oh, one-handed grab by Dupree. Nope.
Was he out of bounds?
That is the ruling. Malachi Dupree, highly recruited.
Yeah, true freshman. He caught it with his left hand, it appeared to me. Holding off Jones, catches it.
Replay.
Did he control it?
That is the question.
Incomplete pass. That play is under further review.
John Bible is our replay official.
Well, we said they had some young ones. In the slot that time was Trey Quinn, a true freshman. And on the outside, Dupree, a true freshman.
That's Cyrus Jones defending.
Pretty good defense. Perfectly thrown ball. Right foot comes in. Controls it. Well, in this one, let's go to the Bible. And on top of that, he got a late face mask.
Did he have control? Obviously,
well, he controlled it, but the switching of arms, I truthfully don't know. But he clearly caught that football with his right foot in. I think it'll be a touchdown.
After review, the receiver had possession of the ball with 1 foot down. Touchdown.
Malachi Dupree, highly recruited by both of these schools. He's from New Orleans. Opted to stay in-state.
How about that execution from everyone, though? Okay, the quarterback placed it perfectly. Great defense and a wonderfully athletic play, catching it and keeping his foot in.
Kobe Delahousse will try the extra point. It is up and it is good.
Well-designed play. Right here is where the fade's going to go, but you hold the safety by the slot inside, so you know you got a one-on-one throw. Can't do it any better than that.
John Bible said, whoops, we're going to overturn that. That is a touchdown. LSU leads. Bill Sims guest stars on a new Elementary. Don't miss his, I'm reading this the way it's written, don't miss his amazing performance. Thursday at 10, 9 Central, only CBS. About Phil Simms, critics raved. There's the young man who caught the touchdown. There's the older man who thought, oh my gosh.
Well, and also though, Nick will tip his hat to a team to that. They will play bump and run. They'll challenge teams to be that good against them. And sometimes you say, listen, they made a great play.
I mean, Cyrus Jones really had terrific position on the play. Trent Domingue will kick off, number 14. Christian Jones and DeAndrew White are deep. Jones. Just south of the 25. Well, Amari Cooper.
Hey, you teed it up for best player on the field. I don't think anybody would argue with that. Dropped an easy one. Fairly well covered on a fade. They used him as a decoy one time to spring, I thought, what could have been a touchdown pass. So, listen, they're just going to have to force it to him. I mean, he's that good. Sometimes you can't let alignment take a great player out of the game.
This time it's Tre'Davious White who trails him. They find him, his first catch of the night. That's his 72nd catch of the season.
Well, it's no mystery. We're up here doing a TV show. They're down there going, Cooper's caught no passes. Let's get him a pass. Not that hard, is it?
No.
The communication problems from Alabama. Remember, Lane talked to us about that. It seems to be struggling early in this game.
That's Jalston Fowler, number 45. Here's Sims.
Lack of communication.
Tackle. Quan Alexander. He's one who came this way. Excuse me, Gary.
Blake Sims is going to throw the ball to Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper, lack of communication, doesn't hear it. He's blocking. So you got the quarterback not communicating with the best player on the field. They look disjointed a bit, don't they, Alabama, so far?
I agree, yes. 1 of 4 on third downs thus far, and they have a gaudy percentage over the year tipped. Daniil Hunter, number 94, got a hand up. It'll be 4th down.
Well, Daniil Hunter, when you talk to the coaches, the word they use is he's taken it to the next level. And you could see him time out that pass. He knows he's not going to get there quick, but he realized it was one of those plays that all of these defensive linemen now have been watching the NFL. They see it. That's the new tactic against the short passing game.
That's 3 straight 3-and-outs for the Crimson Tide. J.K. Scott has hit line drives on his last 2 punts. This one's a little better. Fair catch called. Taken at the 30. That's a 45-yard punt. Gives us a chance to go back to New York. Here's Adam.
All right, Vern, the latest from East Lansing. Jeremy Langford threw a big hole, 33-yard touchdown run. The Spartans back on top of the Buckeyes again, 14-7. And number 2, Florida State up 15 in the third quarter on Virginia. Back to you guys.
Okay, Adam, yet again, you missed an important score from the state of Texas. You know what's coming here.
Go for it.
Final. Texas Lutheran University 34, Austin College 26. That team of Bulldogs is now 8-1. First down and 10. Fournette.
Look at that man run.
Yeah.
He's a nightmare between the tackles. Going left again behind the All-American Collins. Gets out, puts his helmet on Robinson, number 7. I believe it was Anderson, number 7. Quick snap from LSU. Interesting.
Unexpected.
same play. They ran the same play back-to-back, basically.
That's the end of the first. LSU leading 7-0. We'll return to Baton Rouge right after this message and this word from your local station. We welcome you back to Baton Rouge, Death Valley on a Saturday night. Filled to the rim, 102,000 plus. LSU leads at 7-0 as we begin the second quarter. Vern Lundquist, Gary Danielson, Allie LaForce, and the Tigers in the eye on 3rd and 2. Play action. Jennings, right side, deep, incomplete. See if we crowd reacted as though there was going to be a flag thrown. It was not.
Yeah, that's tough to keep throwing those bump and run fades all day like that.
You know, you alluded to it, Gary. There is a flag.
Yes.
Thrown late. So let's get the word from Tom Ritter.
Remember, it was 3rd and under 5 yards. Ball's in the air, reaches out. Ooh, that's a weak call.
There's
That's
no
what
foul
it is.
on the
I don't
play
think
for
so.
pass interference. It's 4th down.
Man, that would have been a tough call.
Yeah, I agree. Well, you alluded to the fact that, I mean, it's 7-0 in the ball game, but you just had a sense that LSU was in control of the first 15 minutes.
Well, two things going well for LSU. They're running the ball. They ran it for 48 yards, and it does seem like Alabama's a bit out of sync yet so far. I mean, yes, one great pass by Jennings, but I think Alabama needs to calm down just a little bit. They seem really jacked up for this football game and making substitution problems and communication problems.
Now here we are, this SEC West encounter. There's the punt and into the end zone. 63-yard kick for Jamie Keane. Well, let's take you through the SEC West standings. Mississippi State out of conference today, 5-0. They've got Alabama next week. Alabama trailing in this one. Auburn fumbled twice. Both times critical in the last 2.5 minutes. They lose to Texas A&M. Now, it is conceivable in the event of a 5-way tie for first, if all teams finish 6-2, LSU would win the 7th tiebreaker.
Well, what happened earlier helps Alabama. Excuse me, LSU.
LSU, you
yes,
bet.
Just hugely.
Right side, 25 yards.
The other thing, and you asked me, you know, what's happened so far that makes LSU feel good? Alabama has not been able to establish a Cooper or Yeldon. They're 2 stars.
Yeldon alongside Blake Sims. Gets it, weaves his way. Stuffed. Quan Alexander. Number 4. We've mentioned the young man who opted to leave Louisiana and go to Alabama. Here's a fellow from Oxford, Alabama, who opted to get out of the state and come to LSU. He's a terrific young player. Quan Alexander. Now the Crimson Tide, 1 of 5 on 3rd down conversions.
And LSU has the best 3rd down defense in the SEC. 29% all year only converting.
O.J. Howard comes to the near side. Amari Cooper is the top. Here's the toss. Fowler leading the way. Yeldon's got a first down. Hangs onto the ball, and he's tackled at the 38-yard line. Cam Robinson, the freshman, and Jalston Fowler led the way, a 13-yard gain.
Vern, sometimes it's not just power, but skill. Watch Quanjo turn around and pick up Beckwith on that play. That's keeping your eye on your man.
Sims, deep left side. Whoa!
Did he turn around and look the other way to catch that ball almost?
I think so.
It appeared he was looking to his right, and at the last second, almost Willie Mays-ish, tried to turn around to the left to handle that ball. Look at that almost catch.
And it was that little nudge in the back from Tre'Davious White.
And again, that's all you're asking from your corners. Tre'Davious White did a good job. Make him throw a perfect pass.
DeAndre White late getting into position. Derrick Henry is the running back now. Gets it. Comes left. Stiff arm on Quan Alexander. Good game.
Cam Robinson held on the play, though. It's coming back. I thought 74 had a big fist of jersey on that one.
Holding number 74. Offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay second down.
We're about 75 yards away, and if we can see it, I'm sure the official can. Happening right over there, number 74. Watch him grab the jersey. Obviously, Bauer could not get away.
Tayshawn Bauer. So the holding call on the freshman, and it's 2nd and 18. Sims. Incomplete.
I think Kendall Beckwith sprained an ankle or something on that play. That's a huge story. He's been the difference for this team. Middle linebacker number 52 came out of the game.
There he is. Sophomore. And DJ Welter, who was the starter at the beginning of the year, is on the field, number 31. Yeldon. Oh, brother, he's close.
I'll tell you, John Chavis is going to be ready for TJ Yeldon to go play in the NFL. The last 2 years, he's just taken over the game. Look at that cut, and look at him very close, if not a first down. Remember, he had the screen pass 2 years ago. Last year, he had 100 yards in the second half rushing. He has been a difference maker. We talked about, can Alabama establish their stars? Cooper and Yeldon, they are trying to.
Close, they will bring out the chain. We look at Beckwith, who limped off. And let's go down to Ali LaForce.
Beckwith is still limping a little bit on the sideline. He keeps pointing to the lower part of his right hamstring. They asked him what's wrong, and he said, I don't know. I just feel pain in that area. So they're examining him further now.
Thanks, Ali. Well, I think they're going to take him to the locker room.
Yeah, he pulled a hamstring, no doubt. How about Alabama picking up that first down? Again, we just told you, LSU with the best third down defense, but that was long. After that holding play, being able to even run it that distance, I didn't think they'd be able to do it.
Well, they ran it for a first down on 3rd and 18. Here's Yeldon going right.
Another flag down. I would assume it's a formation problem again for Alabama. I would assume too many men in the backfield. Just didn't look right.
There is no foul for illegal formation. The formation is legal. Second down.
Beckwith.
Nick went out and pleaded his case and won. It was close. I'm looking at it in my monitor here. It was close to 5 in the backfield.
No flag, however, and 2nd down and 6. This is Derrick Henry.
The funny part is there was a flag, and they picked it up. Yeah.
That's Saban's
good argument. There you go.
You
well,
bet.
3rd and 5 again.
Cooper Cooper matched it up against Jalen Collins.
Oh, yeah, and he's got one-on-one this time. He's going to do this one. This ball should go to Cooper.
Top of the screen. 5 on the play clock. There goes to Cooper.
Yep. You could see, listen, Lane's on the sideline, but it's just as easy up here. When they're going to cover your best guy off by 8 yards and give him a slant, you have to take that play. That's a very conservative defensive call, and LSU paid for it.
First down and 10 after the 21-yard gain. 7-0 Alabama trailing. Derrick Henry stuffed. Rasco is a big part of that defensive effort. Jamarie Rasco. And Christian Lacatre, number 91, a sophomore. Lacatre, a defensive tackle. Second down, 9. Sims fakes, rolls right, chased by Rasco, and has to throw it away.
Well, when we visited for John Chavis, and we've done it 25 different times, and John is always very helpful of what he's trying to do. But a great thing he told us, as you look at John right there, is he told DJ Welter, he says, you know, I'm benching you for Beckwith, but be ready. You're one play away from playing. And he was right. Let's see if Welter is ready to come in and make an impact.
Top of the screen this time. There's press coverage on Amari Cooper. They throw the back shoulder, and did he get it?
Sure did.
Yes, he did.
Sure did. Again, great coverage to the outside. Jalen Collins forces a perfect throw, and how about that throw? Alabama is the third most efficient passing team in the NCAA, and that's a combination of percentage, yards, touchdowns, and interceptions. LSU is the best at defending the passing efficiency.
14th play of this drive. Into the corner. One-handed catch, but DeAndrew White, incomplete.
I thought he should have got 2 hands on this one. I don't know if he was holding off the defender, Collins, again, but if he sticks up both hands, did Collins hold him, or was he holding Collins?
I really don't want to know.
I actually think it was Collins holding his hand. Absolutely. And Collins got away with it.
Second down 10, 15th play of the drive. Blitz. Let's try it again. Diving try from Cooper, incomplete.
Interesting call. Coming back to back. Let's go to the previous play first and show you how Collins, at the end of the play, holds on White. Watch his hand grip on the play. He holds it, grips it, and lets go very smoothly. They come back again, defends it again.
3rd and 10. Stunts. Got a man that's Yeldon, but he's just inside fighting for yardage. Quan Alexander was the lead defender. And it's going to be short of the first down.
This time they forced the throw short. Those 2 fade passes forced Alabama against the zone this time to take the check down. John Chavis loves to go man, but this time discretion. He went zone when it was 3rd and 10.
Adam Griffith to try it. He hit his first 7 this year, but only 1 of his last 5. He's been in a slump. He did not attempt a field goal 2 weeks ago at Tennessee. 27-yarder. My goodness.
He hooked it and hit the upright.
Griffith really struggling. Doink. 17 plays, 70 yards, and it ends with a bump off the left upright. It's still 7-zip. Hayes puts it up. Intercepted. Eric Reed. LSU remains undefeated. Screen pass. Touchdown, Alabama. Just a couple of the memorable games in this series. That 2011 missed field goals in that one.
Alabama missed 4 of 6 field goals. But the other part of that game, when we talk about special teams, remember Brad Wing had the long punt right at the end of the game. I think it was 73 yards in the 2011 game, when it looked like Alabama would get great field position.
There's Reggie Ragland again on Terrence McGee.
Well, we kind of knew 18 would be a key player for Alabama. I mean, as I said, I get a kick out of a lot of people. They love fantasy football, and they love flag football, and they love going out there and playing it. But none of those guys think they can play middle linebacker in the SEC. This is how we grew up watching football. Tough, rough, between the tackle football.
7 tackles already. Second down, 13. McGee is the running back. Goes left. Not much. Kenny Hilliard opened the game as the running back, played the first series, and has not been back on the field since. Third down, 11. There's Hilliard.
I think it was Ragland that got another tackle on that one.
I did. Yeah, he did. He's going to be in double digits before halftime.
Wow. And very important for LSU to get a first down. Alabama's starting to control the plays in this game. Their defense, a 3 and out now, would be tough. 3rd and 11, they don't want Anthony Jennings to make a big mistake.
Load him up with 4 wide right across the middle.
Oh, what a catch.
I think it hit the ground.
What a try for a catch.
Yes, okay. Mid-course correct.
Yes, you got it. Trayvon Durrell that time almost made it. Of course, he's had that one-handed catch this year, but almost got it. Ball was poorly thrown, and Durrell almost bailed out LSU. So, Alabama, after a 17-play drive, gets a 3 and out.
Christian Jones back to return. Jamie Keene's punt. Reed Ferguson snaps it back. Looked like they might be coming after it.
It affected the punt, didn't it?
I think so.
Sure
yes.
did.
Yeah.
Very poor punt. I believe Alabama will get it between the 45 and 50-yard line.
33-yard punt for Keene. Time is called. CBS Sports coverage of the Home Depot SEC will continue after this message and a word from your local station. We are back. Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge, part of the LSU Athletic Complex. Saw the Pete Maravich Assembly Center.
It's an unbelievable setting. I've been everywhere. It feels like the upper deck. You could fall on the field. I mean, it goes straight up.
Latest remodel added 9,000 seats. First down 10. Best starting field position for Alabama tonight. They're a yard away from midfield. That's a design quarterback draw, and here's the dangerous Blake Sims.
And that's exactly a play that Florida ran with Jeff Driscoll. An inside zone for the quarterback. Saw it a little bit from Dak Prescott running between the tackles. You can see it. Follow the guard, follow the fullback. 2 great fits, and a first down.
Beckwith back on the sidelines, having visited the LSU locker room. DJ Welter is still on the field.
He's an important player on this football team for LSU.
Derrick Henry.
It's almost coincided. Beckwith going out and Alabama running the football.
Now he's back on. Welter made the stop and then heads to the bench. Kendall Beckwith, sophomore out of Jackson, Louisiana, 2nd and 5. Play action Sims. Block from Henry. That was intended for DeAndrew White.
Vern, I call it 1.5 coverage on this one. Watch the safety go to Cooper to help on the play. Snap the ball, watch him run over and eye up Cooper on the play. So by alignment, it's not double coverage. But again, that's how Cooper is changing the football game. It should make it easier for Alabama to run the ball.
3rd and 5. Cooper, top of the screen. Blake Sims goes underneath, and it's dropped.
He had him, didn't he?
Yes, he did. 4th down.
Well, I would assume with the field goal kicking, as you watch the pass, he had Sims man-to-man on Alexander, that they'll go 4-down territory here. That ball should have been caught. I just think they'll go for it. The way they kick field goals?
Yeah. Well, Griffith shakes his head, but he's having a really tough middle part of the season. And so
it's pretty loud. Let's see if it's confusion here as the play clock runs down.
Cooper in the slot to the left side.
Timeout. Yep. I don't think that's a horrible timeout in this situation, though. 4th down. First half, not as important as second half.
4th down 5. Time called Alabama. Half of play. Alabama 4th and 5.
It's right about this spot on the field 2 years ago. Remember when John Chavis on that last drive blitzed Alabama? They busted an assignment, the screen pass to Yeldon. Will Alabama come back with the screen or LSU be ready for it?
There's John Chavis to the left. Cam Cameron, the offensive coordinator, to the right of that picture. Chavis has made his call. It's 4th down.
They got a Cooper in the backfield.
To the left of Blake Sims. Now he goes in motion. Roll out. Cooper, pretty good option. 1st down.
Just got to find ways to get your guys, your playmakers, the ball. That might be one of the MOs that Lane Kiffin has brought to this offense that has been the biggest change from the past. He likes to get it to his playmakers. Yeldon, Cooper.
First down 10 at the 23. Sims. Deep one-on-one coverage in the end zone. Tipped away. It was intended for DeAndrew White and Jalen Mills, number 28. Knocked it loose.
So impressed. All these corners in this game. These are elite football players. They play a lot of man-to-man coverage. They don't panic when the ball's in the air. And they get their hands on the football. I mean, if you're going to make one of those plays, it has to be almost a perfect throw.
2nd and 10. Yeldon, the running back. White in the slot. Christian Jones is now outside.
Only one guy on Cooper on this one. Man to man, no help.
Jalen Collins again.
There it is.
Cooper. To the 5. Stiff arm. Touchdown, Amari Cooper.
Pretty easy, isn't it? If you notice man-to-man coverage, in basketball, if the best guy's covered by one guy, you let him shoot. In football, you get a man-to-man look, no help. Remember we showed you the 1.5 coverage? This time it was just man-to-man, no help for Jalen Collins. And Cooper showed you why he's the best football player, I believe, in college football this year.
Well, that's his 180th, I beg your pardon, career catch. The extra point from Griffith is good. Amari Cooper is now second all-time in number of receptions for Alabama. Amari Cooper. We are tied at 7. Amari Cooper with a touchdown grab. Let's go back and revisit it.
Well, Vern, remember on 4th down, they brought him out of the backfield, but this time I was calling up here that this is going to be an all-out blitz. Safety's going to be in the middle, but no help to the outside. You almost could bet that he'd go to his best player. Everybody on LSU blitzes, one-on-one coverage, and as I say oftentimes, not only would it be a tough cover in college, he'd be a tough cover in the NFL right now.
That's his 180th catch.
I've seen, I believe, 2 great receivers in my career as a broadcaster. Larry Fitzgerald and Calvin Johnson were the best I've seen in college. I think Amari Cooper is just edging up on those guys.
That's high praise. Well, he just broke a tie that he held with another pretty good one, Julio Jones. This is Leonard Fournette. Dylan Lee made the tackle. Young man out of Buford, Georgia. Well, we've waited all night to introduce the Duck, and here he comes. Time for the Aflac trivia question. From 71 to 99, LSU 0-14-1 at home. Which coach finally led the Tigers to victory at home against Alabama? First down 10. Jennings will keep it. Stiff arm on Eddie Jackson, number 4. Gain of 5, 2nd and 5. .15 to go, opening half. Jaron Reed, first one there.
Well, this is a huge 3rd down now. Remember the last time it was 3 and out, gave Alabama the football. LSU gets the ball to start the 2nd half. They need to get back to running the football effectively and feeling good about their offense. Alabama's defense has gotten more comfortable. They just seem like they've settled down. It's always nice. Stopping that running game is the key for all of these guys.
Now you saw Kirby Smart, defensive coordinator, gesturing at his guys on 3rd down and 3. Terrence McGee.
You got it.
Yes.
You have a stable of running backs. This time you bring big Ethan Posick across, number 77. He fills in. He's almost like a lead fullback.
Hilliard. No reported injury. He's
unbalanced line left for LSU.
McGee. Well, let's check in on Kenny Hilliard. Here's Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Vernia. Hilliard has a little bit of a pinch in his shoulder. They rub it out periodically. They say he should be fine, but it continues to nag throughout the game. I've seen them readjust his shoulder brace a couple of different times, but they're calling it a pinch for now. Vern?
All right, Allie, thank you. 2nd and 5. And Leonard Fournette. It's Connor Neighbors, number 43, a one-time walk-on from Huntsville, Alabama. Leads the way again. Ryan Anderson, number 7, first man there.
Interesting play. Ryan Anderson's on the end of the line of scrimmage. Nobody touches him. They run off tackle right at number 7, and nobody blocks him. It's not going to work. I don't care how good running the ball Fournette is. You're not going to run into the teeth of the Alabama defense and not block the point of attack.
Anderson out, along with a couple of others. 3rd down and 4. Jarek Williams, number 20, was one of those who came on the field. 7-7 ball game, 2:43 to go, first half. Fournette, wide left. Behind the intended receiver, Trey Quinn. And once again, let's go back to New York. Here's Adam Zimmer.
All right, Vern, number 6 and number 7 in Fort Worth, and TCU is opening it up. Trevon Boykin. You don't have to stick the landing. You just have to land in the end zone. It's 24-7, Horned Frogs. And Michigan State's on top again, 21-14 on Ohio State. Back to you.
Okay, Adam, thank you. Fun to see what Gary Patterson has done with that TCU program. And they've had 2 or 3 sellouts this year. He has really made them relevant in college football. Christian Jones, fair catch. 2:26 to go in the first half. Amari Cooper.
Well, you just circle a guy that when he gets one-on-one coverage, you have to go to him. We also talked about the fact that you can't allow alignment to take your best player away from you. And that's really what Lane Kiffin does the best with his offense. He has that NFL influence of switching your best players around in the formation and finding those little cracks to get the ball to him.
First and 10, 7-7 ball game. Yeldon.
Excuse me, Vern. LSU has all of their timeouts left here, so I think if they stop him one more time, you might see Les grab a timeout. Although I hesitate trying to get into Les's mind. I thought matching, that might not be easy. We've been with him since 2007. We've seen it all, haven't we?
Well, he's a delightful, if unusual, conversationalist. 2nd down 10. Yeldon. They'll throw it. They'll come near side. Incomplete.
Yep. Incidental. Got their feet locked up a little bit. Tre'Davious White and Amari Cooper. Ball up. Fades at the last time. Good defense again. Again, force the other team to throw a perfect ball. That bump and run seems to be working better for LSU than playing off. Now, they did, I say that, they went on that all-out blitz for the touchdown, right. So it's not easy to cover them.
3rd and 10, 1:38 to go. Yeldon.
Timeout for Les.
I think so. Certainly he will.
And he did. See, I think if Alabama has A.J. McCarron here, a veteran, I think they might open it up more. But here, they got to go safe throws, throw the fade. They don't want anything bad to happen with a minute and a half to go in the first half.
LSU will get it back. Night in Death Valley. 7-7 in the ball game, and time to get the duck back on screen and to answer the Aflac trivia question. Which coach finally led the Tigers to a victory at home against Alabama? Certainly you know. Nick Saban, 2000. J.K. Scott will punt. Tre'Davious White back to return it on 4th and 10.
Great punt.
Oh, Muft picks it up. He got a great hop, and then he pays the price. He was hit high.
Well, Scott missed a couple early, but he came through right then. With a minute 30 to go in a half, he needed to not give LSU great field position.
Player down for Alabama. There's Mazza with the tackle. That's his second special teams tackle tonight. And there's Dylan Lee.
We all remember the Lee family. His brother Dallas played guard at Georgia. And Dylan now a young improving linebacker. I watched him out at practice. It's like he put on 25 pounds.
Met his dad last night.
Did you really?
Yeah, His dad is staying in our hotel. And I'm sure he's concerned right now as he watches his son.
Now, I was with you till like 11:30.
I was having a late night cup of coffee.
Okay, there you go. I was in bed, I got to say.
With cream.
Well, there you
I got forced out, didn't I? Yeah.
Well, 2 timeouts. They need about 36 yards, 35 yards for a 50-yarder.
Jennings gets around the corner. That's out of bounds to stop the clock. Don't forget, we're coming up with the Geico halftime report back in our New York studio with Adam and the guys. This, one of the more significant weekends in college football. So many games of consequence today featuring ranked teams. This is one of them.
And the upset by A&M has huge implications.
Never dreamed. I never saw that coming. We watched most of the second half here. Here's Jennings. That one's tipped and incomplete with 1:10 to go.
I think he was just thrown that way, throw it away. I mean, the first down scramble, put it in position to, you need what, 50-yard field goal? So it means you got to, there you see, target line, 33-yard line, 32-yard line. It was there, trust me, it's kind of coming in and out.
Delahousie.
He had that 50-yarder, remember, against Florida to win that football game at the end?
That was in overtime. Yes, in Gainesville. Whoa. Intercepted. Picked off by Eddie Jackson. Baby. Eddie Jackson. First interception of the year.
Yeah, I think it was Kevin Spears. Falls down right there on the slant. It's either Spears or Durrell.
Trayvon Durrell.
Durrell, number 83. Falls down. The ball's already on the way. And that's one of those. You're trying to play it safe, call a slant pass, and your intended receiver slips and falls.
Jackson's first interception of the year gives the Crimson Tide a marvelous opportunity. They've got one timeout left, 63 seconds to go before the half.
I'll tell you, watch out for that screen pass. Alabama loves it in these situations.
Yeldon gets a block, heads right.
Those cuts.
He's so patient.
Yes, and his feet never get out from under him either, so he can always cut both directions as he's running. I still recall that conversation with John Chavis, I think it was 3 years ago, when they had Eddie Lacy, and he goes, the guy that really is good is that freshman Yeldon. He was right.
2nd and 3, 35 seconds to go. Cooper, bottom of the screen. Tre'Davious White defending. Sims. Ooh, he did. DeAndrew White.
Had him open. Great protection that time. They kept both, I believe, the tight end and the running back in. I know they kept Yeldon, and I'm not sure they kept the tight end in as well. Let's see. Yes, a 7-man protection, wide open, and White does not get inside.
Recall that Adam Griffith has already missed one tonight. That at the end of a 17-play drive. Crossing pattern underneath, and there's the man, Amari Cooper, but that didn't do much. Now it's going to be 4th down, and let's see what Nick Saban has in mind.
He has to have a field goal in mind. He does.
Okay. Adam Griffith, as we said, 7 of 7 to start the year. One of his last 5, and he missed that one, hit the left upright. So they will bring him on. This will be a 39-yard field goal. Cooper Bateman, number 18, a third-string quarterback, is the holder. From 39 out to break the tie. And he does.
Well, after the turnover, the LSU defense kept it in front of them, held them to 3 points. Remember, they get the ball to start the second half. It wasn't a disaster for LSU, but Alabama has the lead.
Tune in to see why critics are calling Scorpion fast, funny, and exciting. Catch a new episode of Scorpion Monday at 9, 8 Central, only CBS. (10-7) Alabama.
Vern, in our car coming over, we had Lucas Black in our car from NCIS New Orleans in the truck. Hate to say, they came in here first time, but he's an Alabama fan.
Yeah, I know.
Does NCIS lost it?
His wife Maggie was wearing a Bear Bryant cap.
And I was ducking the whole way when we were driving it, just to make sure.
Griffith tries to place it. Bearcats called for, taken at the 19-yard line with 9 seconds to go.
I think the biggest lead in all of the games we've done since 2007 was 14-3 by Alabama in the first half. And in that game, LSU came back and took the lead. So this is about right on cue what we've seen in all these games.
10-7. 9 seconds to go before the break. Take a knee. Alabama leads by 3 on that interception by Eddie Jackson to set up the Adam Griffith 39-yard field goal. The difference in the game thus far. Let's go down to Allie, who is with Nick Saban.
Coach, the offense just seemed out of sync for most of the first half. How do you get them back in rhythm?
Well, I think we got in rhythm in the second quarter. I mean, we put together 2 or 3 really good drives, and we missed a field goal. We scored a touchdown, and and kicked another field goal. So the last 3 or 4 possessions, I think we're trying to take too many shots and wasting too many plays. Throwing the ball down the field rather than just trying to move the ball, because I think we can move the ball. I think we just got to stick with our plan.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, I think he's right on. I thought they started slow in the first quarter, and I also think they're 0 for 4 on the fade pass. Those have almost been wasted plays.
So that is the end of the first half. Alabama leads it 10-7. Now let's go to Adam Zucker in our New York studio. And so we return to the Tiger Stadium in Death Valley, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, 10-7. Alabama leads as we get set to start the second half. Now let's go inside the headset powered by AT&T, official sponsor of the SEC. Here's Allie with Les Miles.
Coach, you held one of the most explosive offenses in the SEC to just 10 first half points, but they did start to pick up momentum there toward the end. Any changes you would make defensively?
No, defensively, they didn't get off the field on third down, but the opponent made some really fine plays. I think we're doing the things we need to do, just execute a little bit better on third down defensively. Offensively, we don't turn the ball over, and we execute. We need to execute on third downs. It's really a third down game right now.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Allie, thank you. 102,321 plus a couple of youngsters who probably snuck in without tickets. And this is, as Gary promised at the start of the night, an old-fashioned bike ride. Guy's pretty good.
Yeah.
They lined up at the wrong side. I just figured out what was going on. Now we're going to get set. Fournette will go deep. Connor Neighbors, number 43. Look, they've stolen our song.
That's your song, right?
No. Third quarter about to begin. Adam Griffith will kick off. And this will go right through. Last week, I almost fell off of this little.
But you're steady tonight. I think you're very steady.
Tonight, we just dropped a stool over. So,
yeah, but,
okay, talk about the third quarter.
Yeah, go. I think they got to find Anthony Jennings some help for LSU. They need to run the ball better. He's 2 for 10 in the first half. His last completed pass was the touchdown. Didn't complete one in the second quarter.
Right.
LSU has to run the ball better. They really do. That's how they got here. That's how they turned it around this season, running the ball. That's where they got to go back. But that's right into the teeth of this, this Alabama defense.
Well, the Alabama defense over the course of the year, giving up only 78 yards per game on the ground. That's number 2 among all FBS schools. Second down and 7.
I thought they had it going pretty good to Fournette a little bit running to the left. The last time, remember, they didn't block the end man on the line of scrimmage? Well, nothing works that way. I think they got to recommit, run that ball downhill, and from there, make some easy attempts for Anthony Jennings off the play action.
Second down, 7.
There's the one.
Yes, indeed. Connor Neighbors.
That's what they need to do.
That is his first catch of the season. Has yet to run the ball.
Yeah, this is a little come from behind. It's like a little sneak inside. When you're able to show that you want to run the ball, then you'll give you those little dump passes. They need to get Anthony Jennings more comfortable. Remember, we all look at our stats. You look at the stats and you're 2 for 10. You need to give him a couple comfortable throws.
And a first down on first and 10. Here's Fournette. Good gang tackling by Alabama, then led by Trey DePriest. How about trends in the first half?
Well, we called it a defensive football game, but you can see the Alabama offense. We said they kind of struggled early, but as Nick told Allie, they found it in the second half. Anthony Jennings, we talked about that. After the touchdown pass, it was nothing, nada. Okay, and Amari Cooper started slow as well, but once they got him going, the Alabama offense seemed to open up.
In the eye again with Fournette, the deep back. Play action, Jennings chased.
Beautiful.
Caught. Traven Durrell across the 50.
Really didn't understand as many drop back passes as LSU was running early. This, going back to the play action, seems like Anthony's more comfortable, doesn't have to read all of the coverages, and as Cyrus Jones slips, it makes it an easy throw to the outside.
So 2 for 2 to open the third quarter for Jennings.
And it also gives Jennings a little life. It's going to be a long game. As I said, it's hard to win the game without your quarterback. So now he's feeling better about himself.
Fournette up the middle.
Look at that.
It's what you talked about to begin the broadcast.
Absolutely. You're going to run the ball between the tackles, and you have to run it downhill. He runs right over Nick Perry. Cuts back through Landon Collins and over Nick Perry. How about that blocking up front, though? Well, Collins, number 70, just crushed that side of the Alabama line down.
And a first down for LSU. Melvin Jones, the fullback, on this 1st and 10 play. He leads to the left side. And a little bit more on Leonard Fournette. Let's check in with Allie.
Thanks, Vern. We found out this week that Coach Miles held Fournette out of practice Thursday, not because of an injury, but because he, quote, wanted him to be as fresh as possible for tonight's game. He also told us that he's never had a freshman that was that physically mature. He has rare speed, but his biggest upside is his physicality.
Grew up in the New Orleans area. So did Landon Collins, by the way, the wonderful strong safety for Alabama. They were youth football teammates for a short time. And this time, Jennings keeps it.
Had to laugh talking to Cam Cameron. We go way back. Offensive coordinator for LSU. He says, you know, when you turn on the tape of Alabama, Cam goes, it's not like they pursue. There's Cam right there calling the next play. It's like they take on their man, and they move 2 yards to the right and 2 yards to the left, and they go, you know what? I'll let our other guys make those wide tackles. They protect inside out first. That's the way Nick teaches it. Take on those blocks and let those linebackers and safeties clean it up.
3rd down, 8. Blitz. Jennings. 1st down.
It's almost as if Alabama got 2 players in free, and they both missed Jennings.
Watch Landon Collins, number 26.
And 30 and 33, yes. Look at that great block from the backside by McGee that time, number 18. He's the guy that cleaned it up that time. Otherwise, I think Collins might have had the sack.
So LSU moving effectively on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. They trail by 3.
2 running plays by Jennings, too, has helped.
Jennings has to get rid of it quickly, and he has to oh boy.
Miscommunication there. That was bad.
Now let's go back to the studio for this Ford update. Here's Adam Zucker.
All right, Vern, number 4, Oregon in some early trouble. The tough trip to Utah on the Utes opening drive. Bubba Poole splashing into the end zone. 7-0 Utes, 1st quarter. Back to you.
All right, thank you. It's 10-7 here. 2nd down and 10, LSU.
I've done a few games in Utah. That's a tough place. That'll be a quality win for Oregon should they win at Utah.
Terrence McGee, along with Connor Neighbors in the backfield. Now let's bring you up to date on the college football playoff standings. This is the committee's vote as of last Tuesday announced.
Number 3 and number 10 is not going to be there anymore, are they?
No. No, sir. 3rd down. Of course, that 12-person committee, Archie Manning with continuing knee problems, asked for and was given time off from the committee this year.
Remember last time on the touchdown, right about this yard, they threw the fade for the touchdown.
Jennings looks back toward the bench. Here comes the blitz. Collins gets a great block from McGee. Did Dupre get it, or was he out of bounds?
Fade, exact play. It's the exact play they ran before. Ball was put right in the pocket. This time, at least the call is initially that he was, ooh, that's close. That's close. Remember, the first touchdown was called out of bounds too. Well, I'm surprised Mr. Bible isn't stopping this. Oh, his foot's out.
There it is.
The last one. The last look right there.
For the tie, Kobe Delahousse from 42 yards out. It's good, and we are notched at 10. Jennings and Dupree talking about it. That last was the definitive look. Tied at 10. Here, early moments, 3rd quarter. Thursday night football now lives on NFL Network. Rookie phenom Sammy Watkins leads the Bills against the Dolphins in an AFC East clash. Thursday night football, Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, live on NFL Network.
Should I give my idea about Thursday night football?
Sure.
The teams that play on it should have a bye the week prior to that Thursday night, so they have more time to prepare. Love the Thursday night. Just a short turnaround's tough.
Here's the kick, Christian Jones. Little brush block to give him additional yardage. Down and out of bounds.
Well, Vern, as Nick Saban told Allie at halftime, we took too many shots downfield. And if you look at the passing chart, it shows it. All the completions have been short, and when they've gone downfield, nothing. Not one completion past 10 yards. Now that means they're going to throw probably more short ones and wait for that long one to be a little more up there.
Yeldon behind Blake Sims. That's Jelston Fowler, the fullback, to the right side. He leads the way. Yeldon gets a couple. Well, Blake Sims having problems with the fade pass tonight.
It was. Well, good coverage, though. I mean, these are not easy catch, and it's good defense. You got to put it right there. But what I think it is, it's too much risk. I think that's what Nick Saban was saying, is it's really not worth it. We have other ways to move the ball.
Second down, 8. 10-10 game. Quick flip, near side, DeAndrew White gets a little, Amari Cooper, I beg your pardon. Number 9, got the block from number 2. And for Cooper, that is his 7th catch tonight.
I just remember what Les Miles told us on Friday. He said, we've had a really strong week of practice, and I'll be, as Les goes to eat some grass, very upset if they run the ball at us.
Oh. Look like Danielle Hunter. That's the second he's knocked down tonight.
It is, and this time he was on the move. There was no way that Blake Sims could see him. I thought he was moving and kind of like a stunt and ran right into it.
So 3 and out for the Crimson Tide to open their offensive effort in the third quarter. J.K. Scott is on to punt it away. Tre'Davious White is deep. Fair catch at the 11. 7:58 to go, third quarter. LSU has the ball. SEC on CBS is sponsored by Hyundai. Wheels Up. Autotrader.com. And by Coke Zero. We are back in Death Valley. 2010. In the fourth quarter of this LSU-Alabama game, our cameras caught Coach Les Miles eating grass.
I knew he was doing it. Just a bit, just a pinch.
Between your cheek and your gum.
There you go. You know, that 2010 game, I believe, is the closest to this football game. A young LSU team, an Alabama team controlling their own destiny. Remember, that was the Auburn year that they had Auburn to play with Cam Newton. This was the game that LSU beat Alabama and took them out of that controlling their own destiny. I just remember a struggling Jordan Jefferson hitting Reuben Randall for that long crossing pass.
Yep. This is Terrence McGee. Not much there. Ryan Anderson, number 7, led the defensive meeting. Nick Perry was also there, number 27. Second down, 9, gain of 1. 10-10.
stout again.
Very. And let's go down to the LSU sideline. This injury report. Here's Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Vern. Look out for number 28, safety Jalen Mills, when he returns to the field. He's dealing with some cramping. They were massaging out his left forearm the last time he was on the sidelines. Right now, they're massaging his left calf, and then they encouraged him to get on the bike just to keep loose and keep warm. But you might notice it on the field out there. Something to look out for.
All righty, thank you. 3rd and 7. 3rd down 7, 10-10, 6:40 to go. 3rd quarter. It's going to be Darrell Williams, a freshman out of Marrero, Louisiana.
He's a loss too, though. I'll tell you that.
They've got a few.
Yes.
Jennings finds him right side. And he bangs forward to the 30-yard line. Landon Collins made the tackle.
Well, he's the other recruited freshman running back and didn't shy away from Leonard Fournette coming here. He said, you know, I'm good too. It takes 2 to play, and I'll get my turn. Les called it very interesting. I was watching the game 2 nights ago. 2 nights ago of last year's game, it was Nick Saban saying 3rd down game, and tonight it was Les Miles saying it's a 3rd down game.
And here is one, 3rd and 4. Reggie Ragland heads outside. That catch is made. That should be enough. No. The
Yeah,
spot's going to be,
It's short. Trayvon Durrell, number 83, is obviously the go-to guy that Anthony Jennings and Cam Cameron feels most comfortable throwing the ball to in these situations. He had that one slip on a play just like this that cost it and allowed Eddie Jackson to get the interception. Well, we'll 4th down less. Go for it here, because I think it's just a little bit short.
One of the most memorable games we've seen was here when Les Miles went for 4th down 5 times and was successful 5 times. And they defeated a Tim Tebow-led Florida team 28-24. Matter of fact, we both saw Jacob Hester yesterday.
Yes.
Who's a part of the LSU pregame and postgame show now. And he was one of the heroes in that incredible game. 4th and 1. What do you think?
Oh, no. I think I might just punt this ball.
4th and 1. That's why we love him.
I'm not so sure he's going to. He may try to draw him off.
4th and 1. They're 6 of 10 for the year. It's about a yard, maybe 1.5 feet, 2 feet. They hurry. They snap it. And he got it.
Yes, he did. Is he hurt?
Yes. Yes. Ouch.
They go off to the left. Maybe somebody fell on him at the end, because I don't see anything there. But as he gets up, he felt it.
Yeah, and he started pounding.
Yes, he was very upset.
The turf in frustration. The backup, of course, is Brandon Harris, a true freshman out of Bossier City, Louisiana. Oh, dear.
Now, you know what? His face mask came off, and I wonder if I'm not sure he may be doing that just so he gets time to get a new face mask. That'd be pretty smart.
Harris warming up. Anthony Jennings up and trying to walk it off. Let's go down to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Vern. Dr. Bankston, the team doctor, was feeling around in Jennings' left knee. Then he had him get in a lunge stance and gave him some resistance and then gave him the nod. Now Jennings is just trying to run it out and see if he's feeling any additional pain, but he seems to be very comfortable at the moment.
As Dr. Bankston with him. And the freshman, a 5-star recruit, Brandon Harris, 1 start this year after Jennings was yanked after a miserable quarter against New Mexico State. Harris started the next game against Auburn, and he had a really rough outing. 3 of 14 in that game. So they give it off. Darrell Williams goes left. Out to the 38, Nick Perry.
And Jennings will come back out, I think.
Here he comes. With a new face mask.
Face mask, too.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying anything, but it only was 1 play. I mean, he couldn't have been. That's pretty heads up if he did that just to get his face mask fixed.
You're just a skeptic.
No, but I mean, it looked like he was hurt. I'll have to say.
It did.
Yes, it did.
It did. 2nd and 7. Williams still the running back. Up top, Brandon Ivory, number 99.
Did a great job, and it's really, when you look at this group of defensive linemen, they're very deep and very strong at the point of attack. They're not the best pass rushers I've seen ever, but boy, are they good in that 2-gap technique and taking on those linemen.
3rd down, 5. Tie game, 10-10.
Hard to tell you the strength required to take on an SEC big offensive lineman like that, take him on and then throw him away and make the tackle.
Jennings doesn't look hurt on that one.
That's what is that? 5th one of those?
Yeah.
That'll force Alabama to change up their coverages. They're playing all combo coverage, and they're opening up the middle of the field. As soon as Jennings sees it, it's almost as if it's a quarterback draw built into the pass. I'm sure Cam Cameron has really said, all we can practice, when you read that combo coverage and you see a lane, go for it.
1st down, 10 on the conversion. Deep right side, double coverage. Belt coming over, Eddie Jackson,
Beautiful
number 4,
job
knocked
by
it away.
Jackson.
Yes,
Beautiful
it was.
Job. Modern day football, Vern, I'm sorry. It's very difficult to play zone coverage because everybody will throw those bubble screens on you. The only way to really play modern day football is to go in there, play man-to-man coverage, and have good ball skills when that ball is in the air. And Jackson showed it all right there.
2nd down, 10. Offensive plays. How about this? In this quarter, 22-3. Alabama with that 1 3-and-out after LSU tied it up. That should be 5 yards unless they got timeout called. Yep.
Offense, 5-yard penalty remains 2nd down.
1:45 to go, 3rd quarter. 2nd down, 15. Williams still the running back. Jennings keeps it, looks for a block he does not get. On the corner, DePriest is up high. Jarek Williams was also there. And let's go back to Adam Zucker in our New York studio.
All right, Vern, number 6 TCU making serious noise for a spot in the top 4. Trevon Boykin, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game, makes it 41-14 over number 7 Kansas State, their last ranked opponent of the season. Michigan State has cut their deficit to 4 against the Buckeyes in East Lansing. Back to you.
All right, Adam, thank you. It's 3rd down and 10 here. The career-high rushing for Anthony Jennings.
Let's see if Alabama doesn't play zone here to keep the quarterback in front of him. Yes, they do.
Yep. Dumps it off underneath, and it will be Travis Dixon.
Perfect call by Kirby Smart that time. He saw that he was being hurt by those quarterback draws. So Kirby right there says, I'm going to go zone. I'm going to keep my eyes forward, and I'm going to make sure that he has to drop it off. That's that zone defense. Everybody's got their eye on the quarterback, and they make the short throw. Good call by Alabama's defense.
That brings on Jamie Keene for the 4th down punt. And it will... Are they going to mark it?
I think
touchback.
It's a touchback.
Touchback, yeah, I thought so.
Remember, the rules are different in college. That would have been a good play in the pros. But if it breaks the plane, it's a touchback. And that was the call, that it broke the plane.
Duke Riley was the man who tried to bat it back. Number 40. Les Miles. Come on. You got to give me that call. No, I don't.
McElroy throws the screen left. Julio left side. 10, 5, touchdown!
No, it is a toss-up coming around the near side to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Oh, that faked everybody out.
We welcome you back to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge. Let's review that play.
This is a huge play. You would think that this guy would make the call, the back judge. Okay? And from there, you can't tell. Now, remember, they called it a touchback. It was actually the official on the bottom.
Yep.
It's actually the official down here, the field judge, that makes the call.
Well, you can't see him make the call there. But, boy. Well, play stands. Yeldon, the running back. Blake Sims gets a block from Yeldon. Dances back, being chased. Has to throw it away. Worth another look.
Well, it's 20 yards, and tough 20 yards. The guy that makes the call is actually 40 yards, well, 30 yards away from the call. The other official standing right there and does not call the touchback. The touchback is called by this guy on the bottom.
Blake Parks, the field judge, made the call. 2nd down and 10. Four seconds on the play clock. 3, 2. Just does get it snapped, but to no avail. David Gotcho, number 57, true freshman.
Well, we're to the 4th quarter. We've seen a lot of things happen in the 4th quarter.
That is the end of 3 with the score. LSU 10, Alabama 10. We'll return right after this word from your local station. Looking at folks who are having a terrific experience. We began the 4th tied at 10. These two old rivals. But this rivalry intensified when Nick Saban came back to Alabama. Les Miles was at LSU, and now we're looking at Alabama facing a 3rd and 12. Three-man rush, they drop 8. Sims, Christian Jones, popped, and down at the 27-yard line. Well, how about the disparity in plays in the 3rd quarter? LSU ran 24 plays, Alabama 5.
Well, yes, and if I think it was all Anthony Jennings. Remember those scrambles that he did on the pass plays? It was corrected a bit by going zone, just like John Chavis did right there. On that one, we knew this was coming to the 4th quarter.
We did.
And I really still believe that it's going to be who can run the ball the best in the fourth quarter. That's been the MO. Now, anything could change, but let's see if a team can get the running game going, because neither team has quarterbacks the coaches want to rely on.
Good punt. White has to let it bounce.
And you got to catch that ball.
Yes.
Now just think about the turnaround. Alabama almost started their last drive on the half-yard line. They got it on the 20. In one series, it comes all the way back to the 7 the other way. That's a poor play. Ball should have been caught on the 20. Ends up on the 7 or 8-yard line. So that's like a loss of 13 yards.
The result of the 66-yard punt, Tre'Davious White shakes his head at himself.
Yeah, that ball was in the air a long time not to catch it.
Good burnt.
I mean, just 15 seconds ago, Alabama was down here, remember? Now look at that. One change in punt, and all of a sudden the field position gets turned around.
Fournette rested quite a bit in the third quarter. Look at that.
Running left, great power. Really hate this new rule that they allow the offensive players to push. I think it's dangerous. I liked it the old way better.
8 yards. Second down 2.
Fournette for the night, 63 yards. Neighbors and Fournette in the eye. Boom. And let's go back to Adam Zucker in our New York studios.
Well, Vern, we have a Leon Lett moment. Utah's Kalen Clay en route to a 79-yard touchdown, but he dropped the ball shy of the goal line. Oregon's Eric Dargan picks it up, but he fumbles. Oregon's Bill Walker picks it up, and he has an escort for a 99-yard touchdown. Instead of being down 14-0, the Ducks tie it up at 7, and they are out of breath. So am I. Back to you.
That's worth an oofta, Adam.
Wow.
Definitely. First down 10. I love the Leon Lett moment. Fournette. Trey to Priest.
Remember, I called for Melvin Jones to come in this football game. Watch 49 on the collision inside. Ragland and Jones. Real men football out there. As I like to say, not for the faint of heart. I mean, one guy goes 245 pounds. Fournette goes 230 pounds. Fullback, tailback.
Second and 6. 10-10. Fournette. Well, it's a most significant weekend in college football time. This list is getting short.
It is. We don't need no stinking committee, as like I to say, because for Mississippi State or Alabama, who face each other next week, should Alabama win tonight, they both control their own destiny winning out. Florida State, obviously. Arizona State beats Notre Dame, and Oregon. There's only 5 teams that don't need, in my mind, the committee's help.
3rd and 5. LSU 7-15 on third down conversions. Jennings got it. Traven Durrell. First down, LSU.
Oh, they've been throwing those fades against bump and run technique, and now they put the stop on against it. Great changeup called by Cam Cameron and Durrell. Remember, Traven is the one who had that touchdown catch at the end of the half a year ago to pull it close. He's their go-to guy. Third down, he's almost the same for LSU as Amari Cooper. He's not to his level yet, but Traven's only a sophomore.
Terrence McGee is back at running back. He tries to come to the left side. Stiff arm. Nice. Nick Perry, number 27, made the tackle, but fine run from McGee.
You called it the face mask. straight arm, basically, right?
Old-fashioned football.
Yes, right? Didn't grab it, though.
Nope. .10:35 to go. Austin McGee goes right. Neighbors with another block from that fullback position. Ashawn Robinson with the tackle. A crowd of 102,000 plus on hand. Saturday night in Death Valley. And a renovation of this stadium added 9,000 seats. You see it. It's just splendid. It is such a gorgeous facility. It was fun before.
Oh, it's closed in now.
Yeah. And as we mentioned at the very beginning of the night, Les Miles as a head coach, 46-3 on Saturday night here. As those 3 losses were to Florida, #1, Alabama, #1, and Mississippi State this year now
and
#1.
they'll push and pass, won't they?
Yeah.
And effectively, those plays continue to mount up for LSU. Continue to run the ball, continue to run the ball left. Oh, does Collins do a nice job of helping and then coming off and blocking Trey DePriest.
LSU has moved from its own 8 to a first down now at the 47-yard line.
LSU believes they can wear down anybody by doing this over 4 quarters. They believe they can run the ball in the 4th quarter on anyone.
Left side. Darrell Williams. Ragland with the tackle.
Continues to have to eat up tackles by Ragland, does they? Running left. Corner blitz that time, but picked up well. But Reggie Ragland makes the tackle.
Williams getting a lot of time tonight. And look at the selection. 48 runs, 19 passes. Not that that is unexpected.
Well, in the last 2 games, they ran 51 times against Kentucky and 55 times against Ole Miss. 322 and 271 yards.
And they're north of 170 tonight. Williams.
And, you know, as you get close to 200 yards, there's an interesting stat for LSU and Alabama. LSU is 1-2 this season when they rushed less than 195 yards. They beat Wisconsin. So they lose if they don't run the ball for 195 yards. Alabama's only given up 195 yards once in the last 37 games. The Auburn game last year.
It's 3rd and 6 here. Nearing the midway point of the final quarter. Blitz. Jennings has to protect the football as he goes down. Xavier Dixon and DJ Petway.
The pocket just collapsed also because of great coverage in the secondary. Tried to get the ball to the left side, but Cyrus Jones just shut off the slant pass, and there was nowhere for Jennings to go with the football.
And so that brings up a 4th and 10. Christian Jones is back to return the punt of Jamie Keene. Sideline warning, I believe, against Alabama. Keene with the 7th punt of the night. Jones with the fair catch. There's some banging going on tonight. Timeout. First score of the night, Jennings into the corner. Malachi Dupree initially called out of bounds, reviewed and ruled a touchdown. Amari Cooper, big first half tonight. A little more quiet in the second. Here's the Alabama touchdown. That tied it up at 7. Adam Griffith, a 39-yard field goal. He had missed one earlier, but this broke the tie. That took us to halftime. And the only scoring in the second half, this 35-yard field goal by Kobe Delahousse. Amari Cooper has now collected 2,947 yards. That is a school record in his junior year.
Well, this is such a huge drive, I believe, for Alabama. Plays so far in this half. 35 for LSU, just 6 for Alabama. They've only tried 2 passes. Doesn't look like they can run the ball. Even the play selection for Alabama is odd. 19 rushes, 32 passes. When do you ever remember a selection like that? But it appears that's the way they can move the ball. Very interesting.
Quarterback draw, Blake Sims. Out to the 13-yard line. Jalen Collins, number 32, makes the tackle. 6:40 to go. See what Lane Kiffin will dial up on this play. Cooper, top of the screen. Yeldon gets the handoff.
There's those cuts again.
Boy, oh boy. Hit from behind and dropped by Jamorie Rasco, number 59. Gain of 11.
Just economy of motion. Never seems out of balance. Keeps his feet underneath him. And, you know, basically since that turnover he had against LSU 2 years ago, he's been a thorn in the side of LSU. But not as big tonight.
That for Alabama is the first down of this half. First down 10. Behind Amari Cooper. Now let's go back to New York once again. Here's Adam Zucker.
All right, Vern, number 4, Oregon going for it on 4th and goal. Marcus Mariota under pressure. Zips it across his body to Dwayne Stanford, and it's 14-7 Ducks. Meanwhile, the Buckeyes are now up 18 in the 4th quarter in East Lansing. Back to you.
Second down and 10 here. Cooper gets a great block. Cut the cornerback down.
Jalen Collins did a nice job of making that tackle, though I thought Cooper could kind of split that outside and go for it. But watch number 32 get knocked down and then reach up and make the tackle. A wonderful play by Jalen Collins on that one. Gets blocked and then gets back up and makes it. I thought we were going to see Cooper right down the sideline.
3rd and 6. Oh, he overthrew him.
Missed him badly.
White.
Yeah, missed him badly.
4th down.
Either the receiver broke it off at a funny angle or Blake just threw it very poorly. But again, the communication between the quarterback and the receiver was not there. You're going to get the break off there, but the all ball is to the outside. See, just lack of communication. That just the cohesion in the passing game is not there.
J.K. Scott to punt on 4th and 6. Tre'Davious White is up at the 25-yard line. Return is on all the way for LSU. And he makes the catch, bobbles it momentarily, breaks off a tackle, and is finally dropped at the 33-yard line. Cole Mazza, the long snapper, that's his 3rd tackle tonight.
You know, it's such a joy to watch these games because there's so many players out there that can make plays. Even on special teams, you see athletes all over the field.
See on CBS is sponsored by Ford, AT&T, Dr. Pepper, and by Chick-fil-A. Back at Tiger Stadium, and don't forget later in the game, the play of the game, presented by Napa Auto Parts. And now Red Lobster presents today's Scholar Athletes. Tre'Davious White, GPA of 3.0, and a member of the 2013 SEC Academic First Year Honor Roll. Red Lobster's commitment to the investment of our future is shown today by donating $1,000 to LSU's General Scholarship Fund. Well, they went 13 plays, 95 yards to beat Ole Miss here.
Yep.
Now they've got the ball with just over 5 to go, and Fournette is back on the field.
It's going to be hard to take Fournette out of the game if you're running. He just seems to be able to fall forward and make more yardage when he runs it than the other guys right now. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. And remember, LSU's field goal kicker made a 50-yarder to beat Florida. Sure was.
Boy, oh boy.
He hit it from about 10 yards deep, did Landon Collins.
Landon Collins from the New Orleans area, as is Fournette.
He's a much more comfortable football player in this type of game than he is matching up in man-to-man. He likes to come downhill and make physical football plays.
3rd and 4. At the 4-minute mark.
Are they going to run Anthony Jennings? That's been their best play.
Dropped.
That's a big drop.
Trey Quinn, yes.
Yep, that ball should have been caught. Trey Quinn is in the game for one primary reason. To make this play. He's a slot receiver, number 8. They're setting him up for a first down. You got to catch that ball. You just have to make that play. He's in the game as a possession receiver. They set him up. Perfect throw. Coaching staff, everybody did their job. And poor Trey did.
And so 4th down with 3:45 to go. Keene with the punt. Out of bounds at the 25. Mark it instead, 24. 10-10. Alabama and LSU. He's got the Alabama hat on.
And he's listening to Eli Gold.
You're right.
Right?
He sure is. One of the stars of NCIS New Orleans. Unfortunately, NCIS Steamboat Springs
Not yet.
a project.
Not yet.
No,
Yep.
no. They're thinking about it.
Well, I got to see if I'm Lane Kiffin. I'm going to earn my money. It's a lot of money. I got to figure out a way to get number 9 in the football. 2 receptions for 11 yards in the second half.
Derrick Henry, couple of yards.
And LSU is begging Alabama to throw the ball. They've got 8 or 9 men in the box now. They just don't believe Blake Sims can beat them.
In this half, Alabama 35 yards, 1 first down. 2nd down and 8, 3:15 to go. Cooper near side. Jalen Collins in press coverage. Blitz from the corner. This time it's Cooper who can't hang on.
Good throw. Should have had it. 3rd down. Les said it. It's a 3rd down game for the game. Alabama's 5 for 16. They're 0 for 3 in the second half.
A little noisy here. This time Cooper split wide left, and Tre'Davious White will defend it. Goes deep. Jump ball. Incomplete. 4th down.
I tell you, LSU's not making a mistake. They're not having a busted assignment. They're sticking with their men. Even when the quarterback, Blake Sims, scrambles out, Jalen Collins, who's had a wonderful football game, sticks with his man and makes the defensive play.
J.K. Scott on the punt. That is the 7th 3 and out tonight. And this one's short. Very ineffective punt, but it does come to a stop with no return. 39-yard punt. Scott's had an inconsistent night. 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go. We're in the 4th quarter in Death Valley. Has had some of his best moments in the 4th quarter. 2013 against Arkansas, 49-yard pass to Traven Durrell. That's the game winner, 1:15 left. 2014 at Florida, Traven Durrell for 41 yards on 3rd and 25. Then he found his favorite target again for the go-ahead TD. And against Ole Miss, this game-winning pass to Logan Stokes. 5 minutes to go. LSU won that one 10-7.
Well, that sets it up. There's no doubt. I just said a few minutes ago that the LSU team did not think Blake Sims would beat him throwing the ball, especially his inability to throw it downfield. I got to believe Alabama thinks the same thing. Let's see what happens.
McGee is the running back. Jennings pressured. Is that caught or trapped? I think it was trapped.
I tell you, he got hit. Jennings did when he let that ball go. I think it was DJ Petway that hit him just as he let that ball go. That's the reason it was short and didn't get there. I think it was 57. Yes, Petway.
So time has been called. Incomplete pass. Brandon Harris warming up again.
You know, Vern, people sometimes don't appreciate the skill level of defenses. Remember that 2011 game that everybody said was so boring?
Exactly.
9-6. Well, 16 of the 22 starters for both sides on defense were drafted in the NFL. I would assume that we're looking at the next wave of players being drafted from these two great teams. Great athletes on defense make games look like this.
You know, I read all the criticism of that 9-6 game. I thought it was a heck of a
It was a great game.
Yes. Overtime, 9-6 LSU wanted Brandon Harris. Play clock at 4.
LSU had to take a timeout.
Yes, they did. Anthony Jennings and Brad Craigthorpe. Here's the play clock as it starts 2:34.
Right, instead of it being a 40-second clock, it's a 25-second clock, and LSU just did not handle it. You see Brandon Jennings, he doesn't even know the play. He's shouting back. He's still in the game.
There's Harris. McGee, the running back. 2nd down, 10. LSU now with 2 timeouts remaining. Harris pulls it out. Down the sidelines.
You could see this play call, because I think once LSU took a timeout, Jennings could have came in, but the decision was to leave in Harris because he's a superior, faster runner. So they wanted to go one play, see if they could get around the edge, and then come back with Jennings. Very interesting.
Now 3rd down and 3. 2:19, clock running. 3 wide left. That's McGee goes wide out. Incomplete. Oh. Again, it's dropped by Trey Quinn.
Yeah, this one wasn't a very good throw, though, Vern. This was a tough catch, I think. So he was out to his outside and kind of fading away from him. Well, you know, Vern, the more I watch it, the more I agree with you. I mean, yeah. I mean, he should have had that ball.
Instead, it'll be a punt. Jamie Queen. Christian Jones. Gets away from it. Watch this. Jones at the 1.
Every year, there's always been a special teams play, whether it's a fake or return or a great punt or missed field goals, that determines it. Boy, his momentum, they stopped it right there. His momentum was going. I'm surprised he got that call. I really am. I'm shocked, to tell you the truth.
Under 2 to go. They feed Yeldon.
You know, Vern, we showed you at halftime how Alabama had struggled to throw the ball more than 10 yards. Well, that's still the story. I mean, look at that. Not one deep ball. Nothing beyond 10 yards. Most of them 5 yards or less.
For just a moment, my mind went back to last year's Iron Bowl. A.J. McCarron to Amari Cooper for 99 yards in the fourth quarter. Yeldon. Fumble! Ball out! LSU's got it! Beckwith recovered it. That is the 11th lost fumble this year by Alabama. It has plagued them.
Remember, he came in with a tweaked ankle knee, and that's exactly what was his knee down. But that ankle, he felt the same twinge that he had before and just gave up the ball. You could see the pain basically caused the fumble.
Was the knee down?
No,
I don't know. It was not.
Nope. And neither was the shin. That's going to stand. But you could see it was the pain. And remember, there was some question of how healthy T.J. Yeldon would be. And I think the pain, odd to say it, but the pain caused the fumble.
Help to the sidelines. 1:13 to go. Lamar Lewis made the tackle. They are reviewing. Ball's out. Beckwith recovered it.
The ruling on the field is a fumble recovered by LSU. That play is under further review. This is a booth-initiated challenge. Booth-initiated review.
Vern, you called Lamar Lewis on the tackle, but also watch him stone O.J. Howard on the play. So first he stones the tight end, and then he makes the tackle. We've led this game with it being physical, real man football, and that time Lamar Lewis took it to O.J. Howard.
Yeldon helped to the bench. That is the first turnover for Alabama tonight.
You can see him wincing, can't you?
Yeah. A grimace or a wince, yes, absolutely.
Remember, Alabama has all 3 timeouts. Now, can they hold LSU shoot a field goal, and they would get the ball back with about 50 seconds to go if you play the clock a little bit.
After review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. Fumble, first down, LSU.
Ironic. 2 years ago here, McCarron found Yeldon for a screen pass that gave Alabama the win.
Well,
tonight, Yeldon's fumble might give LSU the win.
And remember, Alabama is 11th in the SEC in turnovers. They're -2 coming into this game.
Nothing on that play. Terrence McGee still battling. Flag.
And a silly one, too. This better be a real one, because the officials do not want to decide this game. If it's the second guy pushing, I'd be a little upset. Come on. This is the time the officials sometimes shouldn't have rabbit ears or rabbit eyes.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 74. LSU, 15-yard penalty, second out.
Vidal Alexander, number 74, left guard.
Okay, there he is in the middle of it. Remember, they're pulling on the guy, and he tries to pull and push, and he gets the call, and it's against A'Shawn Robinson.
Right.
Robinson had his hand in there, and Alexander reacts to it. Like, what are you doing? See how he was pulling, and A'Shawn Robinson kind of sells it. Come on. I got to be honest, I really don't like that call.
Time called, 1:07 to go in this one. Well, the last 6 years, fourth quarters. 2007, Chad Jones stripped John Parker Wilson, set up the game-winning score. 2008, Rashad Johnson, third pass interception of the game. 2009, Patrick Peterson appeared to intercept. 2010, Drake Nevis sacked and stripped Greg McElroy. 2011, Eric Reed with a great play. In 2012, A.J. McCarron dumped it off to Yeldon. We just mentioned that. Brett did the rest for a 28-yard game-winning touchdown. Last year in the second half, C.J. Mosley with this key tip pass to break it up with 9 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. And a moment ago, T.J. Yeldon, there's the grimace. You could see, I swear, the pain caused the fumble.
Yep.
Great play by Louis Lamar. Notwithstanding.
That's a big penalty. That makes it now from here, if they don't gain another yard, it'll be a 38-yard field goal. It was basically an extra point before.
Delahousie in the Ole Miss game missed from 28. LSU did win that, and the penalty was on Vidal Alexander, second and goal. Seconds on the play clock. Goodness. LSU now has one timeout left. Yeldon.
Well, obviously, LSU was looking to the sideline for the play call, and the brains, Cam Cameron, Les Miles, and everybody couldn't come up with the right play. So they said, why hold on to a timeout? It isn't going to be worth anything.
Well, review the SEC West standings. Mississippi State at Alabama next week. Auburn losing today. Coming close from behind, but losing 41-38. Ole Miss 4-2. LSU trying to get to 4-2.
Well, there's a lot of people who predicted the SEC West would beat the SEC West.
Yeah.
That's what's happening here.
2nd and goal. Looks like they're positioning for the field goal. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, wait a second. That was not forward progress. It should have been. Yes,
Yeah,
it was.
yeah.
It was.
Fournette. Timeout called. Alabama. Baton Rouge on a Saturday night. It's a splendid scene every time the Tigers are playing at home. And tonight, 10-10 game, old-fashioned football. This one has lived up to its billing. We have 59 seconds to go. Both teams with 1 timeout remaining.
Well, Vern, Les is a gambler. Would he dare gamble? I think they got to run it and force the last timeout. They're going to center it.
Yeah. So Delahousie, Reed Ferguson grabs his helmet.
And just remember, this was basically an extra point until the penalty.
Alabama calls timeout. That's their last. LSU at Florida, 3 seconds left. Colby Delahousie, this 50-yard field goal. And the Tigers won it 30-27. Fourth and goal.
Well, we said it'd be about 50 seconds when Alabama gets the ball back, and that's going to be about exactly what it is. Will they get it back tied, or will they get it back 3 down?
Reed Ferguson will snap it. Brad Craigthorpe, a backup quarterback, will hold it. This is for 39 yards and the lead.
Craigthorpe calls him the best snapper in college football. He's never had a bad one.
That one's good, and this one is as well. LSU grabs the lead. Perfect. Les Miles. Colby Delahousie. Nick Saban. And the Tigers have the lead by 3.
Vernon practice Thursday. They got to the same position doing the 2-minute drill. And Les said this is for the win. Delahousie missed to the right. He said penalty Alabama. He missed to the left. He said penalty. And the third one, he put it right through the middle. And he looked at him and said, I want that one.
in Death Valley. Trent Domingue will kick off. Les Miles trying to go 47-3 as the head coach here on Saturday night.
And as much as Alabama has struggled with offense, perhaps the kickoff return would be the best shot. Does LSU do something different to avoid the big kickoff return?
3 times, twice in his career, Christian Jones has returned kickoffs for touchdowns.
Yeah, they squib it. And out of bounds.
Oh!
Just those stats that you quoted, Les had in his head. And the guy just made a mistake. They wanted it low, but it's a 50-yard wide field. You can't kick it out of bounds. Right now, Les needs more to eat than grass.
My goodness.
They need 32 yards for a 50-yard field goal.
And their field goal kicker has been shaky here in the midseason. 2 of his last 7.
There's Cooper right there.
Yep.
Only 2 catches in the second half.
Blitz. Sims got it. O.J. Howard gets out of bounds. That one took 5 seconds off the clock. An out-of-bounds kickoff. Cooper, bottom of the screen. Jalen Collins backs off. Derrick Henry is the running back. Sims looks deep, fires deep left side. He's got DeAndre White open, and Tre'Davious White got back.
He had him about a foot. White realizes his left hand, I don't know if he turned him or not. Not enough for the official to call. It could have been called, but they didn't call it.
3rd and 4. From the corner, Sims forced outside. He'll run it.
Made a first down. What
I think so.
Athletic play that was.
Yep.
I believe they were going to the inside screen that time. Defended well by LSU, but Blake Sims makes a play that maybe only he can make. As athletic memory was once a running back for Alabama.
Adam Griffith hopes he gets a chance. First down 10, 30 seconds to go.
Only need 21 more yards to get a 50-yarder.
Sims, O.J. Howard again.
They're very nicely done by Alabama. Not panicking. They've only killed half of the 50 seconds so far and have got it into a manageable position.
2nd and 4, 25 seconds to go. Adam Griffith's career long is 47 yards. Young man born in Poland, adopted. Now lives with his parents in Calhoun, Georgia.
One-on-one coverage on the bottom to your best player.
Sims looks that way. Oh, Cooper dropped it.
Oh, my. Second one of the second half. And that would have been a first down. You could see it, man-to-man coverage. They were coming to him. Oh, coughed it right up.
Third and 4. Sims dances right, fires it. Jones thinks he's got it. And they gave it to him, completed catch.
They'll be able to ground it. And stop the clock.
That was a gain of 16.
How about this drive for Blake Sims? The great scramble, the patience with the throws, and finally getting out of the pocket. He delivers the ball, gets his hands underneath it, and does he control it? It doesn't matter, because the next play was snapped, and it was over.
12 seconds to go.
We showed you Blake Sims' passing chart. He had not had one completion over 10 yards, but he came through on this last drive.
4-man rush. Sims caught. Yes. DeAndre White. How How about this drive?
They've got 7 seconds. Do you throw one in the end zone or do you go field goal right now? Alabama's going to go field goal right now.
Adam Griffith on the opening drive or earlier in the game. Hit the upright. He's hit 2 of his last 7. He's 1 for 2 tonight. This is for the tie. 27 yards out. We are notched at 13.
What a drive. All the pressure. I think back when A.J. McCarron led that last drive down there. This time, Blake Sims, without the experience of McCarron, just stayed with it, patiently moved the ball down there and got the one big play to the outside. First, the pass over the middle, and then the one to the outside, and an easy cook. What a football game. And I go back to the kick out of bounds.
Exactly.
Teed it up at the 35-yard line for Alabama.
Domingue kicked it out of bounds. 3 seconds to go.
And a lot of it had to do with the reputation of Christian Jones and his success. They did not want to kick it deep, and obviously they did not want that. And you could see the players for LSU with their hands on the hips, looking back and going, what?
Griffith will kick off. Fournette is deep, number 7. I'd be shocked if he gets it. Squibs it.
Yeah, that's how it was supposed to be done the other way.
Yes. Fournette does get it.
I'll bet you that's number 10.
Yes, it is, yes. It's Foster. He has excelled on special teams this year.
We saw it twice in that Texas A&M game that we did, and this time he gets up ahead of steam. Gets a hit. And I know the Alabama players were a little nervous because of the celebration out there, that they had so many players on the field, they were nervous about getting a penalty right there.
We are headed to overtime. 4th overtime game since 25. LSU's won 2 of the previous 3. Death Valley in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. This overtime is presented by Chick-fil-A. And the familiar rules of college overtime. The ball starts at the opponent's 25-yard line. You keep possession until scoring or failing to make a first down. Teams must have an equal number of possessions, and teams must attempt a 2-point conversion after the touchdown, starting in the 3rd overtime.
You know, Vern, remember the whole second half we were talking about Blake Sims had not completed a pass more than 10 yards. The first one out of the pocket, complete to Christian Jones. Got it down there for it would have been about a 42-yarder. And then the second to the sideline, Andrew White. 2 passes right at the end.
Let's go down to Tom Ritter.
All right, the winner of the toss gets to elect offense, defense, right on the field. Each team gets 1 timeout. All right? I got it. Heads is heads, and the eagle is tails. What is your call? His call is tails. If I drop it, it's tails again. Call is tails, it's heads. We want to play defense. Which one is the field? LSU is 1 game off today. LSU has won the toss and likes to go on defense. Alabama will be 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And so we're set.
Well, Vern, you talked about the 3 previous overtimes. The one before, it's been the less, Nick Saban matchup in 2005. The last 2 in 08 and 011. The odd point about it, the 3, all won by the road team. You know what that means? Nothing. It's just a fact. Does it have any effect on this? No, none. That's crazy. How about that? What a drive. I love to watch guys make clutch plays. And Blake Sims made a couple of. Remember the scramble to the left for the first down, and then the last 2 pass completions.
Derrick Henry is the running back.
Well, look at this odd formation. Players all over the field.
Cooper's in the slot. They go to the tight end. It's down to the 1. Brandon Green.
I said it was an odd formation because this is an offensive tackle. They make eligible a player that looks like an offensive tackle. LSU is confused. This guy's not even eligible right here, but he fakes a pass, and they free up the real tight end who was lined up as a tackle. A gimmick play, they did it fast.
After the play, personal foul, number 72, offense. 15-yard penalty will be 1st and 10.
Yeah, Leon Brown is the guy that came in late and tried to clean up the pile. He's right here. And he cleans up inside, I believe, on Quan Alexander.
And so it's 1st down 10. Remember, Yeldon was injured when he fumbled, so Henry, the workhorse man, hauled down. Justin Fowler with the block to get him around the corner.
Sure was, Vern. Fowler, number 45 that time, gets the block on the edge. Remember when O.J. Howard did not handle the edge? Fowler did.
Second down 2. Henry, short. Kendall Beckwith, middle linebacker. Player down.
I think it's Devon Gottschall, number 57.
Outstanding tackle. It is Gottschall. Jack Marucci, the trainer, on the right side.
Devon Gottschall was recruited in his junior year out of high school and committed. He actually got injured his first game of his senior year. Had knee surgery. I think that right knee just kind of went out on him and scared him a bunch.
3rd and 1. First possession of overtime.
I just think about, remember when Alabama had the 4th and 1 or 3rd and 1 against Ole Miss, and they ran the naked keep by Blake Sims for the touchdown? Wonder if they might try that play.
Amari Cooper is in the backfield. They give it to Fowler. Dives up and over the top, and it's going to be 1st and goal.
once he gets to the 5. You know he made the first down. Nice call. Still wonder, as stout as LSU is inside, would Lane Kiffin want to gimmick a play with the quarterback run to the outside?
Derrick Henry, the tailback, Cooper, and DeAndrew White, along with Christian Jones, all three to the right side.
Remember him in the bowl game last year? That's a man as well. He's got to be in that 245 range himself.
Second and goal. Flag.
Prior to the snap, false start. Number 72, offense, 5-yard penalty, remains second down.
Another gimmick formation. They put their tackle, Dominic Jackson, out to the outside. I think it was right here. I'm sorry, I was in the wrong direction there. At flinch just before it was. But that was another odd formation. They put their offensive tackle split out as a wide receiver that time.
Well, as we just mentioned, T.J. Yeldon out of the game with an injury. That was on a fumble that led to an LSU field goal. So Derrick Henry is the running back. Cooper wide to the left. Sims this side. DeAndrew White touchdown.
Well, they ran what we used to call a pick, but now they call it a bump or a rub. Watch Christian Jones come down, and then DeAndrew White goes to the outside to throw the fade. Create traffic, do it by looking at the quarterback, force the defender to go to the outside. Perfectly executed by Alabama.
And for the extra point, Adam Griffith. So LSU will get the ball back, and they must get a touchdown and the extra point. That looked like a pretty good pick play.
It was, but he didn't touch him. He did it exactly the way you're supposed to do it.
Good point.
Create traffic, but don't block him.
Notice the difference in composure by Lane Kiffin on the right, Nick Saban to the left. Leon Brown did not have a good series. 2 penalties. But Alabama overcame that. And remember, they went 65 yards with no timeouts to get a field goal to tie this and send it into overtime.
The reason Lane was so happy, besides scoring a touchdown, is in that play you could see Blake Sims continue to look back to the left to the bench, and Lane Kiffin switched the play and called the rub to the outside, and it was executed perfectly.
Alabama by 7. Fournette is the running back. Melvin Jones is the fullback. Play action, Jennings. Out of the backfield, he dropped it. Melvin Jones.
You know, in this case, dropped as being kind. He batted it down, basically. Watch him, goes up for the ball, turns his head. I mean, he didn't just lift his eyes. He turned his whole head to turn upfield. And as he turns his head, you can see his eyes. They're almost a couple yards out in front of him where his vision was, and he bats it.
2nd and 10. Jennings, left side, one-on-one. Receiver ran out of bounds. That's Malachi Dupree.
Yeah, that was somewhat of an odd call. You know, I mean, remember, it's still 3 more downs to score. And I believe that Cam Cameron thought he could pick on Cyrus Jones, number 5. He just felt that was the guy to go after, and he's been going after him all game. Hasn't worked, has it?
Not at all. 3rd down 10.
Even the one touchdown was a great throw and good coverage.
Four-man Alabama rush. Tipped away. Nick Perry. Intended for Trayvon Durrell. 4th down.
Look what happened. The first down drop defined the whole series of calls. And as Perry goes over and gets the ball, good defense.
4th and 10, LSU. Here's Jennings. Pulls up, lobs it into the end zone. It is tipped and incomplete. And Alabama in overtime with a wonderfully conceived drive for the tying field goal to set up the OT prevails.
I thought Jennings could have ran for the first down. There was a lot of bumping, a lot of hand checking, and the officials kept the flags in their pockets. I really thought Jennings could have made the first down on this. When he gets outside, there is no one in front of him. He sees the throw, and no.
Oh, you're right.
Look at all that hand checking. But I tell you, it's from both guys. Dupree was shoving as well. And when they're both shoving it in play, the official's not going to bail you out.
Cyrus Jones, first contact, intended for Dupree. Got some help from Jabril Washington.
In football, in a short season, a win is a win. This team overcame a lot of mistakes in this game, but when it came down to it, your leader, Blake Sims, made the big plays when he needed to. What were you most impressed with?
Well, you know what? I told the players when we fumbled the ball, I told the defense, now this is where you show you know how to win. We got to stop them and get a field goal. We'll call timeouts. We'll get the ball back. Told the offense that in a 2-minute drive. They did a great job. Blake did a great job managing the clock as well as making some really good throws, even though we had a drop. Got the field goal and made a great throw in overtime. So this is a great win for our team. It's a great win for our fans. You know, LSU deserves a tremendous amount of credit. They played a tremendous game and really controlled the football in the second half totally and completely. So, but we made the plays when we have to, and it shows that our guys know how to win.
Coach, what have you heard about T.J. Yeldon and the severity of his injury?
He just twisted ankle. I don't know how bad or anything.
Congratulations on your football.
Allie, thank you. Now time for the play of the game presented by... No, it's not.
What do we got? Instead, one more look at the play. Let's see, Vern, if he had room to run. We got one look here. Could Jennings have made a first down running? I think he could have. A little hand checking at the end. Both guys are fighting for it. And I got to be honest, I think it's a good no call.
Yeah, there was... Well, I don't want to be redundant, but I will be. It's now time for the play of the game presented by Napa Auto Parts. This is where Gary caught Lane Kiffin changing the play. DeAndrew White from Blake Sims. LSU couldn't counter. And let's listen to our old friend Eli Gold from...
For a fade near side. Got it, Alabama. DeAndrew White touchdown. DeAndrew White touchdown on a 6-yard fade to the near side of the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama.
Indeed. Kirby Smart. Lane Kiffin.
Wow.
Let's go down to Allie, who's with the Alabama Heroes in the ball game.
I have DeAndrew